Hi, and welcome to Backwine Podcast, the podcast where anything goes. I'm Chris.
I'm Ollie Rosser.
Yes, you are, and there's no Dale. Dale, unfortunately, he called in sick. It's like it's a job. No, Dale is ill. We don't know what's wrong with him, but I hope he's okay. So, miraculously, we did manage to find someone to fill his shoes. And she's been on the episodes, well, 2 episodes before. It's Claire.
Hi.
Hi, Claire. Thank you so much for replacing Dale.
No worries.
What do you think's up with Dale, all?
Not what I said before we started recording, I'm sure. I think he's just poorly.
He's a poorly man. I believe Kirsty, his girlfriend, was ill, and he's caught that. That's my guess.
Too much kissing.
Too much...
Too much kissing on the mouth. Too much kissing on the mouth, and he's caught cooties. That's what happened.
Okay, so yeah, sorry. If you are Dale fans, then switch off. We don't care.
We lost 0 listeners then.
Oh, dear me. Anywho.
I like Dale.
Oh, we do.
I haven't seen you in
Your
weeks.
voice goes higher, it means you're lying.
No, it doesn't. We do.
What happens when your voice goes?
Oh my god.
This is a mess.
Claire doesn't like it when I speak softly.
I don't think anyone likes it when you speak softly.
Do you not find it creepy?
No, I don't find it creepy.
Oh, okay.
Because he's Ollie. Look
It
at
doesn't
him.
make you want
He's
to
a
come
big,
home with
cuddly
me.
bear.
It makes me
Whether
wanna
you like it or
run
not.
away. I'm scared.
Okay, I'll speak at a... Well, it's impossible for me to speak at a normal level because I'm quiet anyway, but I'll raise it up a bit.
Thanks.
Just for you.
Excellent. Ollie, you weren't here last week.
Yeah,
You
tell
were-
me about it.
Is this something you certainly want to get off your chest?
I've got 2 bones to pick with you, Christopher.
2 bones. Give me the first bone.
The first bone. with pleasure.
I don't want to watch this, so
Skip to this part of the video to see after the boning. That's what they do on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah.
They do like
There's like connotations
jazz
and all that
hands.
jazz.
Yeah. So like if you got a spoiler and you don't want to hear the spoiler, you go like skip to this part and you won't hear us spoiling everything.
I've heard
Too late.
Casey Neistat can't wave properly. Is this a thing? Like somebody
Does that.
Oh, he does
Something
that,
like
yeah, he does
Yeah,
that.
people
I think
make-
it's just his way.
It's just his thing.
Just his
I
thing.
find it very loving though when he does
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like
more
he always
like
does it to his
caring.
wife and he's like bye.
Yeah.
Does it with anyone, like if you bye.
Bye.
I can't say I know his wife, but doesn't she seem very miserable in his
Yeah.
vlog? Do you know?
Yeah.
It's
I
come
think
up so many times.
I
like,
think she's lovely. I'm sure she's a lovely
his
person.
followers think she's pregnant right now.
Oh.
I don't know
That makes
why
sense.
it started it off, but yeah, she's on a milk and bread, non-milk and bread diet now. Just so
Okay.
just so people don't think she's pregnant.
Oh. Do you
Why
know
would
apparently we shouldn't drink milk and eat bread?
I would agree with that.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
Why would you? Of course you would.
I don't like
Um,
milk, so that's alright. But bread,
You don't
I
like
bread.
milk?
no other animal on earth drinks the milk of another species. Why the fuck do we do it?
Because it's damn delicious.
But why? It's weird.
Yeah, but
like
it's
I
nice.
used to drink milk a lot, and I do quite like milk.
Yeah.
But it is odd. Why
What
do
about
we
like
drink?
almond milk? Do you like that? I mean, I know that doesn't come from an animal, but
Yeah, that would make more sense. Coconut milk would make more sense than milking. I was going to say a human cow. Than milking a human cow. Than milking another animal to get. And of course, then we're depriving the baby cows of that milk because we're taking
Well, they've
it.
got loads going, haven't they? Have some spare
Dunno.
milk. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never personally asked a cow.
Yeah.
Sorry, why have you got beef with me again?
Right, I've got beef with you because last
Yeah,
week.
that went out of topic, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just a bit.
When I clicked play on last week's episode of Backwine Podcast,
Which
which
was
I
a great
obviously,
episode,
which
and,
it was a fantastic episode.
great.
I'll give you your props after I've given you this lashing,
This layer of shit.
tongue
Go.
lashing.
Oh, it's tongue lashing.
Wow.
And you used the epic voiceover intro guy,
Mhm.
which I thought was just for me, you and Dale specifically, and it turns out you just stabbed me in the back and used it when my brother was on instead of me. So shocked. Wasn't the word.
Shock wasn't the word. You thought, Chris, what a dick.
I had to text you about it.
You did. I remember. I was crying all night.
So what the fuck?
I did every single bit of that episode. I prepared everything. I edited the video, the audio. I did absolutely everything. So I thought, I'm going to use the intro. I didn't think it. I honestly didn't think it would matter, to be perfectly honest.
Well, of course it didn't. I'm only being
I
facetious.
know you were being silly, but I just thought, oh, they won't mind.
Claire looks like a child in the middle of an argument between her parents.
Please don't get a divorce.
Who would you live with?
Wow, of you two?
Yeah, if you were our child and Chris and I got a divorce, who would you live with?
It's a weird scenario.
Can I not be put up for adoption?
Whoa.
You can be aborted if you want. Late stage abortion.
Dude.
Wow.
Why don't you want to choose? We're nice people.
Yeah, choose.
Yeah,
Choose.
I don't want to be put in that situation.
Fair enough.
You can spend weekends with your dad. And
Weekdays with the mother?
I'm the dad too.
Why am I the mother?
No,
Oh,
weekends
right.
with your dad, and because we're both dads.
Are we?
My two dads.
Okay.
That was a TV show.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I can't remember who was in it.
No.
Yeah. Not Tom Selleck. He was in Look Who's Talking.
What was the other bit of beef you had?
The other beef,
What do I do now?
and this is part of the, not what you did. This
Oh,
this is part of the praising section of last week's episode,
Okay,
but
go
also a bit of beef as well. I found when I was listening to it that I really wanted to get involved in the discussion.
Okay.
So, like, I'm not on Twitter, but for that, sorry, I'm talking with my hands. For that episode, I was thinking like, oh, I wish I had Twitter so I could sort of tweet and say like
Right,
this,
yeah.
yeah, that sort of stuff. But the other bone I had to pick was that I feel you unfairly threw Milo Yiannopoulos under the bus.
Oh, really?
Because I really like that guy,
Hmm.
and he's been banned from Twitter now,
Yes.
which is a travesty in my opinion.
Not
Because
in my opinion.
he didn't instigate anything. He didn't tell anyone to do anything. He didn't insult Leslie Jones before he got insulted by her.
Really?
I think, as far as I'm aware, I think she said something derogatory to him, and then he shot back with the, what was it he said? What was it he said?
I don't know.
It was something about being told off by a black man again,
Right,
or
okay.
something like that, which is obviously horrible because she's not a man, she's a woman.
Yeah.
But it was all these like millions of people that just did it. Or not millions, thousands, hundreds. That
All
sent
of
loads
his
of
fans.
tweets. Yeah, but he's been thrown off Twitter, and I think it's stupid. Why throw him off Twitter? He didn't do anything.
I was only going by what I was reading at the time.
Yeah, it's
And,
if you're interested.
And John had more of an inside knowledge than I did.
Yeah, I
so.
told him off for this
Did
as
you?
well. Yeah, because Milo
What, did you
Yiannopoulos
text him straight after you texted Keegan?
in work the next day, I was
okay.
listening to it, and I was like,
We're
just looking at him from across the
Giving
room.
it the stink eye all day.
Do you know Milo Yiannopoulos at all?
No.
He's like I've watched a lot of his stuff. I don't like him as a person. I think he's an arsehole. He is, and he's a troll. But I like what he's doing because he's fighting against the the new wave feminism nonsense, which is like if you are a white man, you are automatically racist and sexist and misogynist and gender transphobic and all sorts of stuff like that. He's sort of fighting against that. So he's got some very interesting videos and stuff on YouTube. And if you're interested in the whole Twitter kicking him off thing, he's sort of fighting a campaign at the moment against Twitter, which is very interesting to watch. So after this, if you care to, I'd look on YouTube and look at his like speeches that he's made about being kicked off.
Okay. No, I'll definitely follow that.
Yeah,
up.
it's very interesting
like
because
to see-
I'm not on Twitter. I don't
Yeah.
care about Twitter. It doesn't matter to me either way. But
Follow us on Twitter at Background.
yeah. Not a glowing review from me, but
No.
But he was saying, it's just the point that like there are people who are in ISIS who have Twitter accounts and they're posting like actual hate speech,
Yeah.
but their accounts aren't touched.
Right.
They just seem to be allowed to do it, and then he says one thing that people disagree with, and he gets banned. I think it's silly. I
I
don't
think
know.
there's more to it than that.
Yeah, undoubtedly there is, but yeah, that was the thing. I really wanted to chime in, and
Yeah.
it was a very interesting.
But overall, you
discussion.
enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, the episode was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
the
I'm
episode was
glad.
great. Yeah.
I'm glad. You were missed. It was very weird because I don't think me and Dale have done the episode without you. So
No, I broke my perfect record.
You did.
Fuck.
And you went to a stag do, is that right?
Yes.
How did that go?
Stag do was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like stag do's, as we've talked about before, because I don't really like the whole just get as drunk as you possibly can for as long as you possibly can for as cheap as you possibly can.
Yep.
But we were there in Saundersfoot for Friday night, Saturday night, and on the Saturday morning we went coast steering. Any idea what that is?
No.
Brief explanation: you put on a life jacket and a wetsuit and a helmet, and you just jump in the sea, and then three instructors swam us around the coast. And then you get to climb out on the jagged rocks and jump off from high places.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of just like exploring the coast. And there was one point where we went through a natural tunnel in the rocks, and it was pitch black and really creepy because every time a swell would come in, you'd get closer to the ceiling.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm a bit claustrophobic anyway, but so halfway through that tunnel, I was a bit like, fuck, I need to see the end of this tunnel.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was really good.
Do you wish you vlogged a bit of that? Because it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I very nearly bought a
had a
GoPro
GoPro or
the day
something,
before.
really?
I nearly bought one, yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to wear it, but I didn't. I thought I'll save my money and think about it. But it was really good. Co-steering is great.
Good. Who was the stag for? Like, how do you know him?
Is a friend of mine, Will Dopp. His dad owns Will Dopp's paint shop in town. Do you know Dopp's Paint Merchants?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? No,
Nope.
you don't live
Seems
in Barrow,
familiar.
do you?
Nope.
But yeah, he's just a guy I knew him through other friends I was in school with because they were all in scouts together.
Okay.
We didn't go to the same school. But it was great. And then the rest of the time was just drinking and stuff like that, so I won't say anything about that.
Yeah. Any shit that went wrong?
The stag
On
do.
the stag, nothing. No. Even if there was, I couldn't talk about it because what happens in Saunders Foot stays in Saunders Foot, as you know.
All the
Shit
time.
that went wrong this week. Nothing's gone wrong. Nothing's going wrong at all.
Really?
Everything's perfect.
Good.
Yeah. How about you? Do you find things are perfect at the moment?
Yeah, just going by.
What have you been doing, Claire?
Can I say congratulations on your race?
Yes.
Live, not live on air.
Live, not live.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was good. That was, well, okay. Since I was last on here, then I might as well say what happened because if I narrow it down to a week, nothing has really happened.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Say what you've done since the podcast.
Yeah, since I was last on, I got myself a new car, which
It's a lovely car.
I freaking love it.
So love Honeybee, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've called it Honeybee because the colour of the car is honeybee, which is a shade of yellow.
Okay.
And yeah, I did my 10k race on the 17th of July, and I tried to. My aim was to do it in 65 minutes, and then anything underneath that would be incredible. And I got it to 59 minutes. So,
Nice.
Why are you shaking your head for?
Just pride.
Oh.
It's a
It's a
Dad
well
number
done.
2 feeling.
yeah. It's a dad number 2 pride feeling.
But yeah, it was
So
it was
clearly,
insane.
if I'm number 2, you're living with Chris. Then
Yes.
Yeah.
fuck you.
Well, you said he's dad first, so.
Just one of the dads. Anyway, whatever.
But yeah, no, it was an awesome thing. It was
Yeah.
cool. I just remember like seeing that 500 meters to go sign, and at this point I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. I just want it to end. And I saw that 500 meter sign, and I don't know where I got my speed from, but I just suddenly belted it, and I thought I'm gonna do
That's
it.
adrenaline,
'cause
isn't it? That's
I noticed when I hit the 9k mark, I was on 53 minutes. So I thought I can do this. Like, keep my pace. I can easily do it. But then as soon as I saw that sign, I was like, nope, I am going for it. And literally, I was like weaving in and out of people because people were on the 5k course.
Yeah.
And like the 2 courses joined back up, and they were all walking it, and it wasn't quite wide enough. So I was literally like ducking underneath people
Really?
and like moving out of the way. And I saw my mum and dad just before the finish line. So I was like, hey, finished time. Yes.
amazing.
And I like almost collapsed in front of a camera that was like pointing at the finish line. So like
find
a film
that-
camera.
I
So
find
I'm
that
like,
interesting
great.
because didn't Dale say a similar thing to you? Like when he did the 10k, he saw the last 5. Did you say 500 meters or whatever it was? Yeah, and he sprinted as well. It's like
Yeah.
you go for it, and I think he said to you, "You will do that," and you weren't convinced. You were like, "Nah, I don't think I will."
Everyone who's been in like these races said, "Oh, don't worry, the atmosphere will carry you. If you
Yeah.
don't worry about it too much, if you're not gonna get your target."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." I got there, and obviously they were building it up and built because it was for Cancer Research UK. So of course they were gonna build it up and like, you know, why it's an incredible thing and stuff. And like I was getting choked up. I was like having my sunglasses, so I had to keep putting them on because I didn't want to start crying in front of my mum and dad and stuff because I was running it for my mum, and I was just like, okay, sunglasses on. Don't look like I'm crying. Focus. But yeah, it was good. We all did
Awesome.
like
That's amazing.
a group warm up thing, which was really funny. Just seeing a load of people like going, "Oh my god, jumping jacks! Why?
Knacking me out before the run.
Yeah."
But
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, because I remember when you posted the Instagram post, like saying, "I just signed myself up for a 10k run," and then it was just a funny moment. You just going, "I can't even run,"
Yeah.
and now you've done that in an hour.
Mhm.
10k, fair play to you.
That was like 3 months ago. On
Yeah.
Monday it was 3 months since I started running.
That's incredible, in my opinion. I could never do that.
In all fairness, I had been going to the gym 8 months prior, so I think
Doesn't-
that
Yeah,
helped
but you
a little
learned to
bit.
run long distance. That's
Yeah,
that's,
it is tough.
That is,
Especially
different.
when I was on the treadmill for like a month.
Don't sell
and a
yourself
half.
so short, Claire. I'm complimenting you here.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
Because like obviously I was doing treadmill training for like a month and a half because when I was in Hartford, there was nowhere to easily run outdoors. Like I had to go somewhere, pay for parking, then run out, and I thought there's no point doing that. I'll just carry on running at my gym. So yeah, going from the transition from going treadmill to outdoor, like the first week or two of doing that was so difficult. And since then, my legs have been in pain.
It's because the ground's not moving underneath you, isn't it?
Have you done marathon running, Rob? Not Rob.
No.
Your name's not Rob. Ollie, have you done?
Man, honestly. Rob, my replacement.
You leave what episode?
No. The longest I've ever run is 6 miles, I think. What's a 10k?
It's roughly that. It's like
Roughly
9.
6 miles.
It's like, let me just quickly Google it.
No,
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think it's more than 6 miles, but
I think
that's
it's
the most I've ever run was 6 miles, and it was about 45 minutes I did it in.
Right.
So
Did you
but-
guys go on?
go on. I was gonna say it wasn't like
6.2 miles is 10 kilometers.
no, I can't have done it in 45 minutes then.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah, I
If you
wouldn't.
did,
No, I
yeah,
don't think I
that's
did.
pretty impressive.
Because I was doing there was a period where I was, for about 6 months, I was doing 3 miles every other day. And then
Yeah.
one day I just thought, fuck it, I'll carry on. And then I hit 6 miles. It wasn't a consistent
It's
thing. But
surprising that how much you can.
it's amazing how much you progress.
Yeah.
Because like from one week to the other, I was shaving a minute
Yeah.
or so off my time of doing 3 miles. And then I was being able to do 4 miles. And
I found
Yeah.
that in the last week or two running up to my 10k, like I was hitting 6 or 7k constantly. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna hit more. And then next thing you know, I suddenly hit 8k, and then suddenly I was shaving minutes off there, and then suddenly I hit 9k. It's like, where did this suddenly come from?
Yeah.
It just felt like I was at a
Get used to
certain
it, I suppose, isn't it?
distance
it
for
got,
so long, and then all of a sudden I was like, shit, I've done it.
yeah. But it goes to show that if you actually just get out and do it, you can do it.
Mhm.
And I think people often fall at the first
It's-
hurdle and they just think I won't be able to do that.
And
So they
there's
don't.
so many like apps now which will help you with training programs. Like you're like me.
Yeah, I've never been good at running ever. Did you guys ever do a bleep test in school?
Yeah.
They were the
I was shit
worst
at that.
things in the world. You never did a bleep
I
test?
don't think
You went
I
to Barry
did.
Boys, didn't
Yeah, I had a lot of notes.
you? Did you?
Yeah.
To Skippy.
Sorry, I left my,
Oh.
I don't know, something at home.
Yeah.
Can't do it, yeah.
Oh man, the bleep test was the worst. I think the best I did was 7, which isn't bad for me because I was never a fit child, and I had asthma as well, so I could never actually do proper running. Oh,
Wasn't it you had to hit the line? You had to, was it run across a basketball court or something and hit either side before the bleep?
yeah,
and it got
before
faster
the bleep,
and
and then it got
faster.
faster and faster, and it was such a shit show because then once you gave up and you didn't want, you had to sit down, and then you had to just watch the others like do well, or it's just like what the fuck,
It's like,
and then
oh
others
wow,
watch.
I feel shit.
Others
This is-
watching you thinking, oh well, he's gonna fail, and everything. What is that? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, school. We're not promoting bullying. That's fucking bullying. That is right there. Just
Does
someone
wonders
can't
for
run,
your
and then they,
self-esteem.
oh
Did you not get a medal though for participating?
no, I didn't get
That was
I
before
know.
everything got stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking
Is it
participation
me? Right.
medals.
I don't want to get any hate for this, but
Boo!
but like when we were in school, like in primary school, you only had the one teacher, right? You only had the one
Yeah.
looking after 30 kids.
Yeah.
Now it feels like it's the teacher and like 3 or 4 teaching assistants.
Yeah.
Because they have to have a ratio of adults to children. It's like, well, where were that when
Is
we
that
were
is that
younger?
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah, you have like 2 or 3, at least 2 or 3 teaching assistants per class now.
Oh, okay.
I was
Did
just-
not know that.
There's one in the school I work in. There's one like the reception class. I know they're younger kids. They're like
Yeah.
3 and 4 years old, but I think they've got one main teacher and 5 LSAs, and there's not 30 kids in that class.
No.
No.
But even because I went to Landop Primary School and they had the infants. Because when I moved from England to Wales, I thought it was really weird having the infant school attached to all the primary schools. Like it's all big one.
Okay.
Because I've always known it to be separate buildings, separate schools. So when I saw them mixed, I was like, this is strange. But anyway, even those like year 1 and below reception had just the one
Yeah.
teacher for like 20, 30 kids.
And this annoys you.
Well, yeah, because it's like, why only now are they bringing that in? Did they not think at the time, oh, these kids are not being looked after? And it's taken them, what, 10 years
Dunno.
to sort it out?
Or a teacher's less well trained now that they need support, because back when I was in school, one teacher was fine. Everyone
Yeah.
respected
Yeah.
that teacher. If that
Yeah.
teacher spoke, everyone shut up, and there was no.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I blame
with the
vaccines.
with the odd ad apple. You blame what?
Vaccines, giving
What,
everyone ADHD and autism.
No, of course, yeah, that's
what
true.
you think kids having vaccines does that?
Yeah.
I couldn't even get my words out right now.
I can't give you a solid yes on that, Claire, but
No.
I'm not one of those tinfoil hat wearing people, but I do believe that maybe there is something to it.
Do you?
Yes,
Did you
absolutely.
have vaccines when you
I
were young?
did, but they're not the same vaccines that we have now.
I wouldn't.
Apparently, they've added like lots and lots more to the roster.
they?
So, especially in America. I don't have any real research into this. I'm talking specifically, purely from research I've done on
He's
YouTube.
winging it.
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
But yeah, apparently they've added way more vaccines to the roster. So whereas we had a couple for like measles, mumps, and rubella, now they've got vaccines for loads of other stuff.
Have they?
Right.
Yeah, and
Ah,
apparently
okay,
like
I
it,
didn't know
it's literally injecting you with a live virus, so that you build your antibodies
Yeah.
up. So people are linking it to like a rise in autism and stuff like that. Which
it's
I
just
don't know.
that
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, there's no proof, but there's no disproof either, right?
I think there's no proof, but they're seeing a correlation. So
Right.
whereas when the vaccine started getting more numerous, that's when autism rates started to increase. So there's a positive correlation,
that,
but it's not causality.
or it's just because we're getting better at research and more money's being pumped into it, we can
that could be
diagnose it a lot easier.
I don't know. Do you believe in like ADHD diagnoses? Do you think they may be giving them out too much? Like,
like
you
this-
you can't concentrate, ADHD, have some
Yeah.
Ritalin.
I don't feel like they're doing it enough.
Really?
Really?
No, because I see it as I always read things and like hear things that it takes them forever to get diagnosed. So they have a problem for however long it is, and like doctors can't put their finger on it, and then 10 years later they get told that.
It's
I don't feel
interesting,
like they're
yeah.
handing it out, sort of thing.
I do.
Just
You
I
reckon?
don't
Yeah,
see that side.
I see it. It's a kid who can't. It's like Ollie just said. A kid who can't concentrate. Oh, you have ADHD. Have some Ritalin. It's just sometimes. I mean, when back in the day when a kid was like that, they were just seen as a naughty kid.
Yeah, or
Get
just
some more sleep, have breakfast.
Yeah.
Have some eggs
Eat
for
some shredded
breakfast.
wheat.
Yeah, some shredded wheat. Yeah.
But I think it's the same with like depression medication as well. People will hand out anxiety. Doctors. They're fully
Do you want
trained.
some
I'm
of
sure.
Just go on the street. You want some anxiety meds?
Stop speaking softly, Claire. It freaks me out. But yeah, like I've been to the doctors in my past with anxiety and stuff, and they were just like, take these, and I was like, really? Not want to talk to me about it a bit first? I ended up taking them. It was great. I was numb for years.
It's great. Still feeling the
High as a
effects.
kite.
Totally zoned out. But yeah,
And that's why he spoke softly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Yes.
Any shit that went wrong?
I had a cold at the beginning of the week, like
Yeah.
a really bad one, and in the summer it sucks.
Yeah.
But on a positive spin of things, I got over it really quickly. Normally when I'm ill, I tend to just mope and be like, oh, I'm rubbish and I can't do life.
Yeah.
I did a little vlog on my Backwind account just saying how I was ill. But like the next day, I had so much to do in the week that I had to power through it. No, if I didn't, I probably would have just given up and like, I'm ill. But do you reckon it's that mindset where...
Mind over matter.
Absolutely. When you
I
just
think.
focus on I have to do this, I have to do that, I sort of put it in the back of my mind. I still took like night nurse before bed and then a couple of flu tablets in the day. But go on.
Tip for next time you're ill.
Okay, please do.
know,
I like tips.
Vicks vapor
Yeah.
thing. Put them on the bottom of your feet before going to bed.
Put Vicks on the bottom of your feet.
Yep.
What's
Bottom
that
of your
supposed to
feet.
do then? Huh?
Gets rid of your cold.
On the bottom of your feet.
But
Where
like-
did you read this, or where have you?
It's
have
like
you
one
done
of those.
this?
It's like one of those, myths of the internet sort of thing.
Oh, okay. So
Did it? Worked.
is that because?
Now,
Is that
yeah.
Probably
because?
because I've got mind over matter.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did you
but-
think this putting Vicks on the bottom of my feet is probably going to work?
That's
and then
placebo
your
right there,
mind
isn't it?
made it work.
Yeah.
Probably, but either way, got over my cold.
That's
Yeah.
true. If you believe it, then it may just work.
Interesting.
That is weird.
Try it.
I may try it one day.
Try it when you feel well and see if it makes you feel super the next day.
Oh, it makes me feel ill. I've got a cold. How? I put Vicks on my feet. So yeah, I got over that within a couple of days. And as far as the positives go, I did a voiceover for a video not too long ago. I posted this to you all. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Claire. Posted it on Facebook the other day. It's called Pioneer. And
Don't
it was
waste your time. No, it's really good.
You're such an arsehole.
I know.
I know.
It's for a video
stop it.
called Pioneer. It was by a filmmaker called Josh Bryan, and he does these like sort of epic shots of things and a monologue over it. And I was the reader of the monologue,
Ah, yes, I saw it. I did see it on Facebook.
but you haven't watched it yet.
Is it out? 'Cause
Yeah,
It's like, it's not out, but is it out?
It's out. It's
Sorry, whenever I say that, I gotta do the Lee Evans. You're not going out, but I'm going out.
I've used that as a defense for exposing myself. It's like not out, spit out. It's not out.
So I was very proud of the video I did. Very proud.
It was a good video.
And yeah, go on.
One thing I noticed was your Welsh accent came through.
It did it?
Towards the end.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But hey, that's good. I was just when you do this is why I like doing voice work. When I see the final product like that, because I normally don't see the final product of some of the things I do. The clients are happy with them, happy days. But seeing it and then getting a lot of comments and likes on it, not by just my friends, but other people he's shown it to, it's just nice. And
yeah.
I was very, very happy, very proud. One of my favourite bits I've done of my voice work. So thank you very much. And yeah, so that was my positive this week. And still been playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
It's just an addictive thing, I'm afraid. But I do enjoy it.
I love it.
Oh, and I saw Chicago, the musical, in the middle of the week on Tuesday, I think it was. It was okay. I was quite surprised because I saw Billy Elliot a few weeks beforehand, maybe a month beforehand. And that was superb. I was like, on my feet standing at the end. This one, I was like, yeah, they sang that pretty well. And I was a bit underwhelmed, left underwhelmed. And it's quite unusual. Go on.
In the Millennium Centre?
In the Millennium Centre, yeah. It was quite Centre, yeah. It was quite unusual for it was quite unusual for the theatre because I usually am swept away when I go to a performance. So that's the first show I remember being like, it's okay.
I'm gonna put my hand up every time I want to speak.
No, I do. I just wanted to finish my
This is why we need more LSAs to field all your questions, Claire.
It might be because it's only a touring production. Because I've been to see Chicago in London.
Okay.
With my parents, and it was phenomenal. Even with Duncan James from Blue being the lawyer, which I found really weird.
Was he?
Yeah, but he was awesome, and like the whole production was awesome, and like the setup. But then my parents then went to see Millennium Stadium, like the first UK tour.
Millennium Stadium.
Thanks, Ollie. Millennium Centre. And they said it was nowhere near.
The
as
staging
good.
Wasn't good at all.
And it was the same with Mamma Mia.
Oh, really?
Like my parents went to see it in Mamma Mia, absolutely loved it, and when it came to this, I nearly said the stadium again then. The centre, like one Christmas, we went. I wanted to leave halfway through.
Really? Was that
the
bad?
Interval. I was prepared. If my parents turned around and said, "Do you want to go?" I'd be like, "Yes, let's go."
Wow. What
because
was?
It was shit. I'm sorry for like anyone listening who's just happened to be on Mamma Mia touring production that one time.
I do feel a bit bad when criticising because it does take a lot of balls and a lot of energy to
don't
go on
get me
stage.
Wrong. I can't do what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get me wrong.
I feel bad saying that's why I was like, it was okay.
It might be just down to the characters and the songs, maybe. I'm sure if anything else that they're in, they're amazing in it, but it just didn't seem there was something missing, and it was just.
You okay? I'll look like you have a thought on your mind.
Yeah, it's just when you said you feel a bit guilty criticising them.
Yeah.
Why? That's their job. They're supposed to be good at that. And if they haven't provided you with a performance...
But I can't do what they do.
But they can't do what you do sometimes.
But,
so if they were to come into your job and say you didn't do that particularly well, they'd have a valid point if you did it particularly not well. If I accidentally let one of their kids fall off a cliff, they'd be like, you didn't do that very well. I doubt they'd feel guilty about telling.
To really push her off.
Yeah.
Didn't get the landing right.
Yeah. What was the distinction you said? It's a travelling show rather than
it's like a
resident.
So
and that's the thing, is it? That happens.
Yeah.
I can see why that would make a difference.
Because
so if they're on the bus
it's in a
going
London
around.
theatre, it's the same cast for like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. So like they've been chosen for that role because they are very good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. London shows are amazing. Every show I've been to in London is great, but in comparison to what you just said, Billy Elliot was the touring show, and I thought that was sensational. There are obviously exceptions to the rule.
Phantom of the Opera, holy shit! Yeah. Cats, fucking amazing.
I'm seeing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang later
in
a couple of months.
I really want to see that.
I surprised Beck with tickets the other day.
Really good because he's got a few people in there that I really want to see.
Yeah, Carrie Fletcher's truly scrumptious, and she's a YouTuber who I really like. So I'm looking forward to that.
Like her singing voice is incredible.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll be good. I think you put a little doubt in my mind. I think, oh no, what if Chitty Bang Bang isn't any good?
You got Lee Mead as well as the dad. So
no, I'm sure it'll be great. I do love the theatre. Ollie, do you like the theatre? What shows have you seen?
I've only seen musicals, Avenue Q. That's about it.
Oh yeah,
I really want to see that one. That's
I was ill when I had tickets for that, so I couldn't go.
I've seen it 3 times.
Do you like it that much?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not a big. I really like the theatre, but
Theatre itself, you mean?
yeah, like I like going to the
buildings
theatre.
and be like, oh,
Musicals aren't particularly my thing,
No.
but I do like plays and stuff like that. One musical we went to see was the Green Day. What was it
was that any
called?
good?
It was fucking terrible. We left halfway
I was
through.
gonna say
The Green
when
Day
that
musical?
got
Yeah.
it was American Idiot.
It was called American Idiot.
Yeah,
Was it?
and
It
it
was
was
to do with their album because it was like a story album thing. And
awful.
when I heard that got announced, I was like, really?
My friend Beth got tickets free through her work, so she was like, "Do you want to go and see this?" And I was sure, and we left. It was terrible.
Did you leave halfway through?
Yeah, it was awful. It was just drivel, just
Really?
shit.
Where was it?
I can't even remember.
It was that
It
bad.
might have been over there actually.
Really?
Yeah.
New theatre maybe.
No.
Sherman Theatre?
No, I have seen a two-man play.
St. David's
A
Hall?
four-person play in the Sherman Theatre, which was quite interesting. I can't remember the title off the top of my head, but it was something to do with like stories about sex in Chicago or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was 4 Welsh actors who were putting on terrible Chicago accents, and it was like the story of how one of the guys met one of the girls and stuff. And
That happened in Chicago. All the accents were awful. We
Were
had
they?
a genuine American with us, one of my friends, Alison, and we went, "So what do you think of the accents?" She went, "Oh God, they're awful." It's quite funny.
it was cringeworthy.
Oh, well, so that was our weeks.
Yeah,
And, go on.
I was gonna say, have you seen The Woman in Black?
No, but it's meant to be
I'm
terrifying, yeah.
refusing to-
Yeah, I heard that it's terrifying, so I really want to see it.
Yeah, no,
Isn't she like
I
appear in the
couldn't
audience at one point and stuff
hand-
like
I can't
that?
handle the film, so there's no way I'm going to go see the play.
Should I handle the film?
Do you think I should watch the film first, or
No.
because I would like to see the play?
The film relies heavily on jump scares, so if you expect a jump scare, you won't be surprised, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah.
Freaked me out, that film.
I don't think it's freaky at all.
I had beef with the Bbfc.
You had definitely shouldn't have been a 12A. I agree with you
That's
on
why
that.
I wrote to them. I was like,
Did you write to them?
I wrote to them. I wrote an email to the BBFC going, "Why is The Woman in Black a 12A? It should be a 15. It's only a 12A because Daniel Radcliffe's in it."
Yep.
And they were like, "Oh no, it's not."
They replied, did they?
They replied,
Sweet.
and it was a lengthy, it was quite a lengthy reply, and they were going on about stuff how the made scenes darker and cut seconds off, a total of 6 seconds of the entire film to make it less scary. But one thing, why would you darken a scene to make it less scary? To me, that's making it more scary because you're making that silhouette even more just.
Yeah,
if
but
anything,
you're hiding it. You're not making it so visible.
You're making it lighter, so it's not jump scary and it's clearly seen, not like, oh my god, there's something there, but there's not.
Did you have to watch it alone?
No, I made it into a team showing because
Okay.
I wasn't going
Did you refuse to watch it on your own? Right?
just so people know I was a projectionist, so I got paid to watch films.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a
Check them
bad
out.
thing. Yeah.
But when it was the scary films, I made sure I turned them into team showings, just so I wasn't on my own watching them. And yeah, it's that film's scary.
You would probably, not that you wouldn't, but Chris, you would probably know a bit about this.
Mm-hmm.
How does the BBFC interact with filmmakers then? Because if you said they darkened the scene,
Yeah.
who does that? It goes back to the director, and then the director says, "Okay, we'll try and fit that into
They
what
feed
they
it back.
want."
Basically, they give this these BBFC panel. It's sort of like the American one. I know a lot more about the American one than the BBFC one, actually.
Tell me about that then.
The
'cause-
MPAA.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the same sort of thing, though, isn't
It's
it?
just they say it's a really good film called This is Not Yet Rated, and it's how the MPAA decide on ratings of films, and ones that have been banned, ones that shouldn't have been banned, got the ratings, all that jazz. And they are kept so anonymous, these MPAA what should I say, panel.
Okay,
And
yeah.
they are like unbelievably kept anonymous because they say it's filled with, and they give you like this list of people who it's filled with, and then it turned out that list was bollocks. It's very clever the way they did. They were like basically exposing who's on the panel, and it's really weird just who decides. They just get regular, normal people like mothers and fathers. As far as like studios submitted to them, they watch it, send it back, and say no to this, no to this. Sort of like a list of saying no, can't have that, can't have that, can't have that. If you cut this scene, 6 seconds of this scene out, it'll be an hour or 15
Okay.
for us.
Yeah.
Very weird. It is
It
bizarre.
must be some sort of.
But I don't know how
process then.
the Woman in Black got a 12A
I
either.
don't know
I think
how.
you are right because Daniel Radcliffe
The
would get
amount
the
of
teens
times
in.
I saw
Really?
like little kids come out of that screen with their mothers crying.
Mate,
because they were petrified.
the opening scene alone requires it to be a 15 in my opinion.
You see
I'm
a
gonna
boy
watch it
drown
tonight, I
in a
think.
mud puddle.
And the opening scene, spoiler alert, now we're going to spoiler territory. You see, you see, is it 3 girls? They just jump out of a window.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, that's a lovely, nice 12A, isn't it?
I'm not squeamish, so that
I'm not
that
squeamish
wouldn't
either,
bother me,
but there's mental implications on stuff like that.
But with it being a 12A,
This is more of a psychological thing.
Knowing that a kid under 12, obviously with an adult, can go see it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see that if I was like
a baby
8
can
or
go.
9.
A baby can go see that. That's the weird thing.
No,
I mean, parents
thank
are idiots
you.
for taking their kids to stuff like that, and it really irritates me how films, cinemas, particularly American ones now, how they haven't got a shitting clue about films. This irritates me. Finding Dory was playing, and trailers before Finding Dory, usually animated films, aren't they, for kids? Yeah, it's great. They showed Sausage Party, the one with Seth Rogen and all that coming out. How does a cinema not know what Sausage Party is? How do they not know? That irritates the hell out of me. Claire, you're a projectionist. How did that happen? How does that get? How does that even?
Nothing clue.
Yeah, how does that get under the
Usually,
radar?
Whenever
Do they just see? Oh, it's animated. Oh yeah, that's a kid's film. Oh fuck off! This is so ridiculous. Know your business. Sorry, it irritates me.
No, it's fine because every time I've worked on the trailer set, it's always been. Obviously, I don't choose. It's like head office who choose, but they've always done it right. Whereas if it's an animated kids film,
head office no fuck all is what I'm saying.
Then obviously a load of animated kids film trailers get advertised before the film.
Yes.
Or if it's an action film, it's all the action.
So say if you saw the list before Finding Dory and you saw Sausage Party, you yourself knew that's an adult film.
Would you speak up?
Can you tell them and say that shouldn't be there?
Yeah, but they probably won't listen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unbelievably pathetic.
Because then if we change it for one screen in the cinema, it would have had to change for all the screens, and then it would have to go to all the other cinemas to be changed, and then all the other cinemas across the regions, blah blah blah.
Well, it should be.
Yeah,
Might
it
as
should
well.
be.
Yeah.
But then that's more.
They shouldn't
Save the money. Just show kids a film about dicks.
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
exactly what. That's how they feel. I reckon someone just went, "Oh, well, that'd be a bit too much effort. Let's just wait," and then before you know it, a news article. And this is not. No, this isn't going to be the end of it. You know, when Sausage Party is out, it's going to have people saying, "Well, that's not suitable for kids. This woman took her child to see Sausage Party," and then that's the fault of the cinema. Go on.
Depends if it's a 12-year
Ooh.
It's going to be a 15. That's what Seth Rogen comedy does.
Fine. It's fine.
It's
Kids are not going to go see that.
Yeah, no, but people will let kids in. This is my point.
I
There will be
know.
some stupid cinema and some stupid cinema employee who wants to end his life. Just letting them in.
While we're on a cinema rant,
Sorry, it really annoys me.
Sorry,
Rant,
while
rant.
we're on a cinema rant, I had this many a times, but because their parents were taking the kids to see a 15, they thought that was good enough for them to go into a 15, even though they were like say 12 or 13.
Yeah, they never got they never really
They
got
never
their
got-
rating system.
They never really got.
Come on, Ollie, you
round-
must have had this a few times.
Did you not have it when you were there?
I remember my dad trying to take us into it. But my dad's not an idiot, so fuck you, Chris. He was just oblivious, that's all.
I never said he was an
like-
There
idiot.
was so many people were going, "Oh yeah, she's 14, but she's with us, so it's fine, right?" And I was like,
It's not the law,
No.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
"It's 15 and above." Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's with us. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
12A,
It's not
that's
a 15A.
fine.
I don't remember any stories of this
No.
from...
That's all I ever had.
Yeah, people just are idiots. But you know, kids are going to be able to get into that showing of Sausage Party, and there are going to be, I wouldn't say front page headlines, but you know there's going to be a headline online. I guarantee it. And when it comes, I'm bringing it up.
Remember when
I
Bruno
need to see
came
that.
out? I know that was an 18.
When what, sorry?
Bruno came out.
Bruno, yeah.
When I can't. Who
Sacha
was,
Baron
yeah.
Cohen, yeah.
And it was like an 18 rated film, and it was like really popular, but there was like so many teenagers that wanted to see it as well, so they cut 7 minutes of the film just to make it a 15,
Mm-hmm.
so teenagers could go see it. And it's like it was an hour and 10 film as it was anyway.
Yeah, it
Such
wasn't-
a
wasn't
short,
long, yeah.
Would you say there would be any market for showing... in the cinema showing two versions? Like an adult's cut and a more child-appropriate
No.
cut? Or...
Mm,
Because I think it's a
of
shame.
what?
We'll say like The Woman in Black, for instance. I
Okay.
would say it was a shame that they cut out 6 minutes just to make it a 12A so
Yeah.
that little shits could see 6 seconds.
Yes.
Oh, even so. Hey, with all the vlogs I've edited the past couple of weeks, 6 seconds
is
is
a lot.
hard work, I'll
It
tell
is.
you. Yeah. But yeah, like I would say that would be a shame. Why not just keep the film as it was meant to be seen? You know, like from my perspective.
No, I got you,
Keep
yeah.
the film as it's meant to be seen and just give it
Yeah.
a 15 rating.
Yeah.
Mm.
But they weren't going to get that much money back if it was a 15.
Yeah, it's about money at the
It's
end
about
of the day,
money,
isn't it?
knowing that there's so many kids
But then
there.
Deadpool finally proved that wrong.
What, they gave it a, what was that, an 18?
That was a 15,
15.
and one of the highest comic book grossing movies. One of the highest R-rated movies. Highest
Do they do it for
grossing rated.
DVD release?
Sorry?
Like you get the director's cut, do you? Which is
Yeah,
would
they
that
did
be
with Deadpool. It was just Deadpool.
but they do that for,
I thought
They did that with some others. They did it with Batman vs Superman, and that was a 15.
and that's rated higher than it was in the cinema.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, that was.
I don't know much about how anything works, so I like to be informed by you.
It's been
Thank
a
you.
long
Mid-conversation.
time since
Yeah, I
worked
mean,
in
I don't-
Cinema, so
I don't. I
I've lost
can't.
touch.
I am no expert when it comes to behind the scenes of that. This is just my opinion. Sorry for getting a bit
it's
agitated. I just hate when a
Used to
business who works in films don't know
It's
films.
better out than in.
It's better. Thank you, Claire. It is better out than in. So yeah, let's go from that to something positive in the news. Something I really, really liked. The Ice Bucket Challenge. Remember that last year?
Yeah,
I think we all did it.
yeah,
I
I did it.
You didn't. I nominated you and you didn't. How dare
Did
you?
you?
I did. Yeah.
Surprise! What would you do?
Can you imagine if that actually happened?
I would love it.
Wearing a white
But the
t-shirt as
whole
well.
funds, because people donated. You donated after you did it, because I know
I
did.
donated and I did the thing.
Yeah, same here.
Because I'm not a dick.
Yeah, no, because some people did like to just jump on the bandwagon and do it in more ridiculous ways.
Yeah.
There was some on the opposite as well. I remember Patrick Stewart. I think he just cut off like a chunk of ice, popped it in his whiskey glass, and then just wrote a check. And then
Good on him, yeah.
I like stuff like that.
Because me being wet isn't going to help anyone with ALS.
Exactly.
Me donating a $5 might.
Yeah.
So do both, or just do the donating.
And I did both. I remember it. But it's funded so much money that they've discovered a gene in ALS which might be the cause of it, which is fantastic,
It's
isn't
awesome.
it?
I
I just think that is amazing and showing that it did something. It wasn't just
it wasn't just an internet.
yeah, it wasn't just
thing.
an internet viral thing that happened and then everyone forgot about it. The fact that it's done this
Something
now,
happened.
I just think is pretty incredible. And
I'm
so
getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
yeah, I like it when positive things like that happen. I want more stuff like that to happen and people to donate because it shows that it works.
Yeah.
Remember all the failed videos that happened?
Yeah, there were failed videos out of it. People just,
So funny.
but that's just people doing it in stupid ways. All you had to do was go "Shh," and then donate.
My favourite was the guy who stood in front of the digger,
Yeah.
and then the digger. There must have been a problem with the hydraulics, and he just got cracked on the noggin.
Oh.
Or whenever the friend tried to help him, tried to do it for them, and it would always go back
On themselves. That was really
instead.
funny. There was people like throwing buckets from like a really high height, and the bucket fell and just landed on the person.
Yeah.
Not the cleverest.
No, just do
Just donate the money.
and that too.
Save your neck.
Yeah.
Donate the money.
So yeah, I thought that was a nice positive
it's good.
story to talk about.
It's good. It's like with ALS as well. It's like there's a former Cardiff Devils player, Scott Matzke, who used to play for like 3 seasons with him.
Hmm.
He got diagnosed with, it's not ALS as such, it's something similar, but they're linked in some way. He got diagnosed last year, and he's only 48, and he's played hockey all of his life,
Yeah.
and like now he's got this incurable disease because it's not ALS, it's
Motor neurons or something.
something.
I think
similar.
that is
Something
ALS.
very similar. Is
Yeah,
that
that-
Parkinson's? Is that...
No.
No?
It's very similar. But yeah, he's basically got diagnosed, and it's like if you saw him playing as a Cardiff, you wouldn't think it. You'd think, nah, he's got years ahead of him. But it's sad because like he's got a page as well. He's got and you can donate and stuff. And it says there that within diagnosis, most people die within 3 to 5 years of being diagnosed, and like this next year is the middle of that
Right.
thing, and the Cardiff Devils are doing a fundraising game, and they're paying for him and his family to come over, and they're bringing like the team that he was in was they had a record breaking team, like most consecutive wins in a row. It's a Guinness World Record, blah blah blah. So they're bringing back that whole team from like 4 years ago to play against the current team, and they're gonna just have a fundraising night,
Nice.
and I'm gonna shed so many tears.
Mm.
It's gonna be good,
That's cool.
not because I'm crying, but it's just the whole feel of like
Yeah.
the Devil's doing something for him, for this one guy who.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
is a beautiful
Mm.
sentiment.
That is good.
Mm.
They raised £87.7 million overall, and that funded 6 research projects, which has made them discover this gene and then hopefully develop this gene into making it into a cure, which is just incredible.
That's insane.
Is ALS what Stephen Hawking has?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It's the one where it's just.
I think that was motor neuron disease is what he had.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I just thought it was great. Ollie, you were saying about joining in the conversation on the last podcast. I just wanted to get a quick thingy if you have any silly fears.
Any silly fears?
Yeah. I know, Claire. So I'm going on to that in a minute.
Squids.
Squids.
Squids. Yeah, I don't like squids.
Do you not?
No.
Why?
They're just vile. They've got big eyes and beaks, and they're in the sea. And what if one touches you? You cry.
I got two silly fears then.
Okay.
We're done with mine, are we?
Sorry.
Okay,
go on.
No,
is it just squids?
I'm being a dick on purpose. You carry on.
To put my hand up,
I've probably got more.
Okay.
But squids is one of them, and anything deep sea related.
Yeah, that's not silly though. I'm on about just things that.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. Let me think.
Because like I said, bees. I know bees aren't going to hurt me, but it's just a silly fear.
A lot of people are scared of bees.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
It's again. I mentioned in the last one. It was a childhood thing where there was a bee the size of a golf ball. But
Really?
Oh, you clearly listened to the episode.
Yeah. Hey, I can't listen to it all.
Claire, what was yours?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
No, say
Can I
it
say
now,
it?
because
Yeah,
I need to
that's
think
fine.
of some.
We
now.
won't. I won't wind you up with it.
No, please don't.
You probably will.
You
I
probably will.
definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you got a thick skin. Go on. What's your fear? I'll dress up like it. I'll be your Boggart. Let me be your Boggart. I'm gonna write you a song and everything.
Great. No, I'm not gonna. You can mention it, but I'm not.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is it because you don't like it that much? You can't
It's
say it.
just. It's no. It's,
Claire doesn't like cotton wool.
Oh, okay. Why?
It's the
Squeaky?
yeah. Like cotton pads and cotton buds, I am completely fine with. It's just when they come in that big ball of.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta take.
I can understand an aversion to things like that.
It's just the feel. The feel. No, just even talking about it.
Is it really that bad? Sorry, I won't say it anymore.
No, it's fine.
I didn't realise you hated it that much.
Did you not watch my latest vlog as well?
I haven't yet. No, sorry.
It's basically I made an ice pack out of old long socks, put ice in them and froze them so I could wrap them around my legs.
Yeah.
But I have to crush them up to make it go around my legs, and it's the same. Oh, it's the same feel.
Cotton wool.
So that's gone out the window.
People are afraid of it. I do know.
Yeah.
There's a radio personality. I can't remember.
I've got one.
Yeah, he's got one. He's ready. There's a radio
I've got
personality. I
one
can't remember. She hates foam. She can't stand foam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand that one.
Yeah, I don't get that, but go on.
Oh, my teeth are gone off.
I have a massive aversion to things like fruit seeds. Like if you open up a pumpkin.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah, no, thank
I
you.
can't. I love
anything
carving pumpkins, but
Yeah.
getting that stuff out.
melons.
Yeah.
No thanks. Like a honeydew melon. Like I had
don't
to.
mind that.
I had to because I quite
What about a
like. I
butternut
quite
squash?
like honeydew melon. I've
Butternut-
never opened a butternut squash,
And
so
I never
might-
will.
Yeah, I might have to
I
take
don't
you.
know.
A
That's
honeydew
got loads
melon.
of seeds in it, like all slimy seeds, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to. Well, the thing is, it's not just seeds. It's things like honeycomb as well, or like tiny little holes in things. They freak me out. It freaks me out. I think when I was a kid, I used to get a bit freaked out by in the summer when the earth's so dry that it cracks. That
Okay.
made me I didn't like to look at it.
Okay.
So I think it's sort of developed from there. But
Got into your food.
yeah, honeycomb. I think it's just anything that's little and uniform. I don't like. So when I got into I'm heavy into melons. I got into melons like 2 years ago, so I had to overcome my aversion to honeydew seeds so that I could eat it. But
Have you never had like watermelon?
yeah, I have. They're not so bad because the seeds are kind of dispersed
What
a
about
bit around the
pomegranate seeds?
outside.
They're lovely.
Never had a
They're
pomegranate.
delicious. I put it in jelly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honeydew, I bet they're tasty as hell, but pumpkin seeds and honeydew seeds
I've had
can
pumpkin
fuck
seeds,
right
like,
off.
I've had them and they're all right, but when they're
Yeah.
in the pumpkin
Yeah.
and it's like got the stringiness
And they're so like neatly packed together and they're
and then you're
uniform
trying to
and
like drag it out and it's the spoon's not getting it out, so you have to put your hand in and drag it out. Sorry.
This is so weird.
I didn't go into the cotton wool as deep as
I
that.
did not. I realised where I was going, so I stopped myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So little, but it's not just seeds. Like I say, it's like little uniform holes. Like if I was to, like if you found say like an ant's nest,
Yeah.
and if you like took out a cross section, there would be tons of little
Yeah.
holes. I'd run. I'd freak out.
You serious?
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Fair
I don't
enough.
like it.
Well, I did ask. They're interesting ones. Did you say you had another one? Or
Yeah, I don't like being in the same water as fish.
Don't being like in the
Same water as fish.
because
Okay.
they're all wriggly around you.
I love fish. I love aquariums. I like being in the sea when there's no fish around. But as soon as the
You know when you're in the sea, there's probably
I know,
fish in
but okay, I don't mind being in open water. I don't mind being in water in general. But as soon as those two come together,
Like
no.
if you see the fish, you'll freak out because
So-
you know
same
they're
with
there.
the fish tank. Same with the fish tank. Like when I used to keep them, and whenever they died, obviously you have to take them out because the other fish will eat it.
You've been.
I was the only one home once when there was a dead fish in the fish tank, and I was like, crap, I gotta get it out. So I got a little net, but it was so deep I had to put my hand in about this much of water for the net to reach the fish. I was freaking out. I was there like
Really?
in my hallway, like psyching myself up, going, come on, I can do this, trying to distract the fish to go one way, and I was like, I eventually did it, but I was, I
Interesting.
can't.
That is weird.
Should have
Yeah,
wrapped your
You've
hand
been
in
to
cotton wool.
Florida, right? Have you been to Discovery Cove?
Nope, and that's one reason why
And that's
I won't
one
go.
reason why.
I'm
I never knew
gutted.
that because
I'm gutted because I would love to swim with dolphins, but I can't.
they're amazing.
Are there fish in the dolphin tanks?
No, there's just as far as I know, it's just the dolphins. But you can go. It's not scuba diving, is it? It's snorkeling.
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling with fish. I didn't think I'd like that because I'm not a good swimmer at all. My God, I was there for hours because I
I
loved
wouldn't be
it.
able to do that.
So like a stingray went past my foot and just went and brushed it. I actually tripped over a stingray as well. That was quite funny. He was huge,
Yeah.
and I just fell. And then this American kid just went, "Whoa, he was huge. You all right?"
I couldn't have the courage to like touch a stingray, like in
Yeah,
like in the aquariums. You know, you go,
but
oh, you got your
but if you
touching,
if you
and I
were
was
just walking in
like,
the water and you felt that by your foot, you just couldn't do that.
no.
Wow,
I went
didn't.
to the Three Cliffs. Is it Three Cliffs in Swansea?
Yeah.
Where you walk down in between the two and you get to the beach at the end.
Yeah.
And there was like a river that goes through. You have to walk across the river to get to the beach. Everyone was there paddling away, and I was like, up to my waist, like, this is so fun. Why is the big people throwing stones in or something? It's like there's not even I don't get
really?
this. There's not even any stones to throw in, and then literally it happened like right here, big massive tail just kind of was like, Fing! And I was like, oh my god, and like ran straight out to my parents. They were wetting themselves because they'd never seen anyone move so fast in water before. Not even swimming, but running. I was out of there.
Wow.
No.
No,
Interesting.
it's quite an interesting one. Yeah, it's different.
But I love going to aquariums and looking
Yeah.
at fish. They're
Do you remember
amazing.
when fish pedicures were a thing?
Oh my god.
And they just
Oh.
bite all the dead skin off your
Yeah.
feet.
What happened to them?
No.
They were like everywhere in Cardiff, and now they're...
Yeah, they probably realise it's not really that good for you.
It's not that good for you, is
No,
it?
probably not, I don't know.
Probably not. Any idea at all?
No,
No.
no. I would have. I
No.
would have done it.
Yeah, I would have done
I
it.
would have had a
Nope.
go.
Mm. Well, there we are. Do you know there's an octopus that can walk on land? It's
Yep.
terrifying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what it's called, but I saw a video of it once. I was like, ooh.
They're
that's weird.
unbelievably intelligent octopi.
Is that right?
Yeah, like have you seen the same ones that just how quickly they change?
Yeah.
How they just become sand. Oh, I'm sand now. Can't see me. I'm sand. It's unreal. Oh, I'm a rock now. Like I'd like to see if you put it on like a person, how could it mimic? How far? I would like to know how far a depth it can mimic.
Mm.
So say you put an octopus on my hand, would it mimic my hand and the floor? Or does it have to be close to the floor? We'll never know. We're not scientists. But
Unless you decide to grab an octopus
and we don't have-
put it in
yeah.
your hand.
yeah.
And we don't have any octopus.
We don't have any
so it's,
octopi.
yeah.
Octopus eyes.
I've had octopus though.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've
and
had squid.
And I've had squid.
Is
I
that,
won't-
is
I
that,
won't-
is that like, take that, you fucking squid?
1-0 squid.
I won't ever eat them again, but it's just to say I've had them.
Yeah. I know, but the thing is, I don't mind fish being in the same water as me, and I really enjoyed snorkeling when I was in Ibiza last year.
Yeah.
But as soon as I can't see the floor, I gotta get out.
Really?
It freaked me. We went on a few boat trips when we were there, and there was one. It was called like the second most beautiful sunset in the world, which it wasn't. It was awful. It was a misty evening. You couldn't see anything. Anyway, enough of me
You prefer the
moaning.
nap, don't you?
The nap sunsets are way better. But it took us out
Fair
to the
point.
point where if you looked in one direction, you couldn't see land. And I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. If anything happened and we were just floating in the sea, I'd be...
I don't think I've been in that
Terrified.
situation to know if I am scared of deep water. I think for me it'll be knowing if there's like any fish below that I can't see.
No, I mean, the deep, when you can't see the bottom, yeah, that terrifies the hell out of me.
What's
I can't
under
swim
there?
anyway, so... Yeah.
What's in there?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Yeah. Do you remember that video I showed you guys? Was a long time ago now, but like they just discovered like 50 new species, and some of them were just like, "What the hell are you?" They had LED lights on them and stuff.
Yeah,
Didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, they're like the super dark.
Oh no!
I think they are phenomenal, but I wouldn't go anywhere near them.
No, I wouldn't go anywhere
But
near
why
them.
did they evolve to have lights? Why did they just not evolve to not need to see? Like, but instead, no, they were just like, "Fuck it, we'll be lazy. My eyes are fine. Just give me
Fuck
a
it,
light."
will glow.
Yeah, let's glow, boys. At the fish
Let's
meeting,
glow, boys.
all in favour of glowing.
Say I.
Say octopi.
Oh dear.
Jokes.
I brought something up last week. It was a news article. It was like 10 things that we didn't know last week, and they've updated again. So I read some and see if we knew this and what we didn't know. I thought it was quite interesting. And
Sorry, go on.
No,
I was
please.
going to say, was it 10 things the BBC didn't know, or 10 things like humans didn't know?
It just says
So I
10
remember John
things we
saying-
didn't know last week, and it's from the BBC webpage. That's all I got.
Okay, I just remember John. Oh, of course, it must be 10 things the BBC didn't know. Because humans would have known about Dinky Doo, or whatever it was.
Yes,
wouldn't it?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like facts that,
Yeah.
you may miss. Anyway,
Dinky Doo?
Dinky
was it
Doo.
called?
Oh, I can't.
Humpty
Did you
Doo.
redo?
Humpty Doo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not Dinky Doo.
It's
It's a town in Australia.
called
Oh,
Humpty Doo, and
okay.
John knew it because he's a big fan of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I believe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Number 1, mosquitoes carrying malaria are repelled by chickens.
I've heard of that one.
Have you heard of that one?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting, isn't it?
So who's studying this?
Yeah.
Who?
You do this on purpose.
No, but no, I just like to
Well,
speculate.
that's my
Like,
role, isn't it? Because Dale's not here.
Yeah.
is
Why?
yeah. Come on, we gotta make him cry before the end. Like, is there
I'll
now
get some squid on you and I'll throw it so hard.
squid on you? No.
I will roll you in cotton wool, Claire. Just leave you
Ah.
there with it.
Just open
Okay.
a melon.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh,
no.
Ollie, I got you a gift. A nice open melon for you.
Say,
I'm gonna
say
open
another word and I'll dig that spoon in deeper.
I'm going to open a butternut squash in front of you, and you just have to sit there and enjoy it.
Would never
I
happen.
did not know this. How did you find this out, Claire?
I don't know. I think it's just, you know how you just know things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one of those.
But is there now like a lab that's now studying chickens to find out why they repel malaria-laden
Probably.
mosquitoes? Because there should be, shouldn't there?
I like the fact I don't have the information. It's good to speculate.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get chicken spray soon.
Chicken
And
spray.
it'll just be like, spray it
Maybe
on.
they'll
And then...
inject us with chicken genes, then we don't care. You
Yeah.
know, with your added list of baby injections,
Yeah,
that would be another one.
I'd be up for that.
We got the chicken disease.
Yeah, take out some of the like polio
You would have
vaccines,
some
and I'll
chicken
just have
injected
some
into you.
chicken injections, as long as they're organic and free range.
Well, there you go. then. Can't really argue with that.
If you could be spliced with a particular animal, so you had that animal's abilities, what would you choose?
Ooh,
Like
that's good.
it'd be Spider-Man. I just want to be Spider-Man.
Well, to go with my run, it'd be cheetahs.
Yeah.
Did you see the video recently of that woman who got eaten by a
Oh,
leopard?
yeah.
Oh, no, a
No,
tiger.
tiger. Yeah.
Tiger.
Oh,
This was bad.
it
Yeah.
was.
It was in.
I
Where was
felt
it?
like just getting.
Some
Singapore?
Asian country, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was in Singapore, and it was a woman and a daughter having an argument, I think.
So the woman left, got out the car because of the
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
But
I'm
then
sorry.
the mother ended up being the one who died.
Yeah, the mother got
Yeah.
dragged away by this tiger, and this husband sort of
Yeah.
went after, but at the same time, it's a tiger, for God's sake.
No, I think what happened is the woman, the daughter, got dragged away.
Yeah.
The mother, you didn't see this part. I think the mother ran after her then. And
Oh,
then the
really?
mother ended up dying. The woman was in hospital. So now the woman's in hospital and she's responsible
lost.
for the death of her mother.
Oh my God.
Responsible, in
Yeah.
inverted commas, you
But
know.
why
I
would
only
you
know by
get?
Philip DeFranco. That's
Yeah.
the only.
Why would you get out the car?
Yeah, that's that. That's,
Okay, an argument is probably going to be inevitable. You can't get away from that fact, but just
But you don't
stay
get.
in
Yeah,
the
but
car.
you're in a tiger den.
Yeah, have some respect for the nature that you're in.
Absolutely, yeah. I got stuck in a zoo once. You've got stuck in a zoo once. Remember this when it snowed?
Yeah.
Wasn't it zebra surrounding your car?
Yep, I was stuck
Hilarious.
in. What was it? We started the safari sunshine, finished it up in snow
In
with
snow.
zebras blocking my way. And I
Yeah.
was just like, well,
It was a good
this
trip.
is-
But,
Yes and no.
It was a good trip.
but when you were surrounded by zebras, they're fine.
I wasn't exactly going to get out and go shoo.
Exactly. But my car, we're in a lion's den, and the clutch went.
Oh.
We're not going to get out and check the engine, are we?
No,
we're not
you
idiots.
Beat the horn.
Yeah, we did.
Good.
We just like brr, brr, and then eventually we managed to get up this hill. was really bad. I've never seen my friend Nicola stress so much in her life, and she's like a very positive person. So
Yeah.
and apparently I was in the back just saying, well, this is quite bad, isn't it? Started to snow now.
The voice of doom.
Yeah, but
in
not
the
even
back of the
realising it was
car.
like starting to snow now. She's like, yes, Chris, I know. I was like, dear me.
I was more scared going down the hill by the
Yeah.
giraffe enclosure in the snow because I was like, shit, brakes are not helping me this time around, and just going down. I was scared it's gonna smash into.
Yeah, don't go to a
giraffe.
safari park in the snow, basically.
That's why they're so tall, so you can go under. It's true, evolution.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
Giraffes were this tall until cars came about.
but I went to Longley. I did a VIP safari thing. So we were able to go in like one of the trucks, and we were able to go off road and go up to the animals, blah blah blah.
Oh, nice.
And I was taking photos and stuff, and the guy was like, "Yeah, just wind down your window if you want to take photos. You don't want to have the reflection of the glass." And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." Thinking, okay, I'm in like the camel and giraffe section, it's fine. Get to the tiger section, they're eating me. It's like, "Yeah, just wind down your window, it's fine." I was like, "No."
No.
It's like, "Let me get a bit closer for you. Wind down your window." I was like, "Nope, I'm okay." I only just about managed to open up my window for a rhino that was like so far away.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it for a tiger.
No.
I know he was busy eating, but
You never know. Open a
No.
window, he goes, ooh, what's that? Fresh
Yeah.
meat? Boom. So yeah,
Exactly.
that was an awful thing, and I only saw the video where it got dragged off, and that's all I saw. I think that's
I
all it was seen.
didn't see any video.
That's all I saw. But I heard a follow-up story that said then the mother got out of the car to help, and
Yeah.
she was the one that ended up getting
Oh man, that's awful.
killed by the tiger.
Just unreal.
I hope nothing happens to that tiger though,
Yeah,
because
I was here.
I
that
did-
is not that tiger's fault.
I did when I read the article. I even said this to myself. I was like, oh, at least they haven't mentioned that the animal is destroyed or shot,
Yeah.
because usually they do, don't they? Without fail, like with that gorilla thing with the little boy, it's
Yeah.
always said in the article that
Yeah.
the animal's gonna get shot or put down.
Hmm.
But this one didn't, so it makes me think.
Hopefully not. I think
hopefully
in
not.
in countries like that, they're probably less.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, it was a Cincinnati zoo, wasn't it, where
Yeah.
the gorilla got shot. So I suppose, like in Western countries, they have to be like, we've dealt with the situation, everything's fine. Over there,
Yeah.
I bet they're like, lost another one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Another
well.
stupid
that's-
person got out of the
Yeah.
car. So
I'm
you know.
sorry, but it's their own fault for getting out of the car in the first place.
But
Mhm.
coincidentally, there's been another death actually this week. An elephant. Do you hear about this?
No.
An elephant was just throwing stones with its trunk, hit a girl, and she died.
Whoa.
And
Freak accident. Like.
yeah,
Freak
freak accident. And one of the questions for one of my friends when I told her was, "Are they going to put that elephant down?" And I don't know.
I hope not.
No,
Yeah,
like,
that-
it's just
that's a
a freak
complete freak
I mean,
accident.
what are the chances
The
of that
girl
happening?
wasn't provoking the elephant or whatever. It was just as they do.
Yeah.
They play with
Yeah.
the stuff they have. So that's just awful.
Was this in a zoo?
It was in a zoo, yeah.
I mean, you've taken an animal out of its natural habitat and forced it into a cage for our pleasure.
Mm.
If it kills someone, just let it slide.
Let it slide.
Let's
Yeah,
let it
but
slide,
they
you know.
wouldn't know, would they? That's the thing.
No.
Well, they don't put people who have guns shoot people down, so why would they
Yeah.
put animals down?
No, absolutely. And which brings me on to another things we didn't know. Protesters at the Republican convention this week were banned from carrying tennis balls, but they were allowed to carry guns. What?
I can see the logic.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
American logic for you.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you're not going to go to
Have
a
you
thing.
swooped down to American level now?
No.
I shouldn't really say that. I got relatives in America.
Yeah,
I
that's
love you.
You're not going to go to a convention and just fire off shots of your gun because you know that the consequences are dire. But I would throw a tennis ball at someone I didn't like, no problem. You
Did
know?
you not
So
hear
that-
about that 19-year-old British kid that tried to shoot Trump?
Yeah, but that's not everyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he tried to. His plan was to steal a gun off an officer and then shoot Trump.
Wow. I'm guessing he... No, I'm not
Oh,
even
he
guessing.
failed.
I know he didn't succeed. Dick.
Yeah, no, he got arrested as he was trying to get the gun off the
Yeah.
officer. No one was injured, but
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I don't agree with gun ownership.
Okay.
But I'm just saying I can kind of see the point of banning tennis balls because you're likely there to
Should
just
ban
throw
guns
them.
too, though.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
But they haven't. But I can see the point. I'd be like, yeah, don't take eggs in either, or tomatoes,
Or any,
golf
or any
balls.
fruit and
Any
veg, yeah.
projectile that can't kill somebody but is fun to throw
Yeah.
because it's likely going to get thrown.
Mm. And I'm not saying with this kid who tried to shoot Trump, I don't think that's the solution. I don't think you should try and kill Trump. That's the
No.
worst thing
No.
that you can do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a nice man. He's a
even with the
despicable.
man,
He's
even
a despicable human being, but
yeah, that's not the answer.
it's
Don't
definitely
do it.
not the answer. Anywho,
What would you like to throw at Donald Trump?
What?
What would you like to throw at Donald
I
Trump?
think a tomato would be fine. Get it right in his face. Then he'll have his smug.
It's
face
terrific. He'd probably just eat it and be like, "Thank you, it's terrific."
A squid.
No,
I'll throw a squid right in his face.
blower for his hair.
Nice. It'll probably just blow off.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably buying a new one. He's
Yeah,
rich as
but
fuck.
it's the humiliation on stage, isn't it?
True.
Oh, he wouldn't be humiliated. He just buys everyone off.
Yeah.
It's all about money there. I
He'll
mean,
just
come on.
suddenly
Look
ban
who
British
the
people going into America.
look who the
so.
two presidential candidates are. I mean, first of all, Hillary Clinton shouldn't be because of all those emails, which have been sort of hush hush hush. And then there's Donald Trump, the most despicable human being I've ever seen, particularly on TV.
But who would you? It's like
lesser of two
it's
evils.
like it's like how we vote over here. Who would you prefer? Even though you don't like any of them, which one would you prefer to do less damage to the country?
Well, do you want about the president?
So it's like the same thing. It's like
yeah.
Americans are having to do that. They're having to go, well, which one?
Yeah, they hate the choice they have.
So which one would they prefer?
Well, I think everyone preferred, people who I spoke to preferred Bernie
Bernie,
Sanders, and
yeah.
then he
I was
got
gonna say,
absolutely ruined.
I don't know much about it, but I like Bernie from what I saw.
Yeah.
He seemed like a
honest candidate.
yeah,
and
and he seemed like he was out for
It was like
trying to do good for the
younger
country.
generation went for him.
Yeah, but then the older generation just think, oh, Mexicans, yeah, let's put them behind a wall.
Yeah.
But they're going to pay for it.
Yeah. Did you see about what?
But they're going to pay for
Yeah,
it.
they're going to pay for it. Did you see about Donald Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star? Someone
Put a wall
around it. Oh, genius.
No.
Yeah, I think it was.
Just like something like.
I guess it was. I think it was like by a street artist, sort of like Banksy stairs, and they
It was
just
funny.
overnight people
Nice.
saw. I just thought it was quite clever,
Nice.
and just like, yeah, stick it to you, Trump.
Stick it to you, Trump.
Yeah. Bees spit water at each other in hot weather. That's a weird one.
What?
Keep each
Bees.
other cool, innit?
But why would they spit at each other?
Because you got to help out your brother. Because you can't like
They're filthy.
think about it. You can't really bathe that well. You can't keep cool when you're beating your wings. So you got to spit in your friend's face.
So next time we're all down the beach and we all run out of water, we're going to start spitting at each other then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just so I know heads up.
For some reason, that reminded me of a little fable that I heard once about like. I'll just tell you what I remember about it. It was like an idea of hell full of selfish people where there's like food like you wouldn't believe on the table. Like anything you wanted was there and you could eat whatever you wanted, but everyone only had super long forks so they couldn't feed themselves. So no one ended up eating because everyone was too selfish to help each other out.
Ah.
The bees aren't like that. They'll
Good
spit.
on those bees.
It was chopsticks, I think, so you couldn't get it in your mouth, but nobody obviously would help their fellow human.
How dare they?
Yeah, I know. This obviously was hypothetical.
Yeah.
Nobody's. I want to play a game.
Chip it some chopsticks.
Just super long chopsticks. Yeah.
Interesting. It's possible to serve a draft beer on a plane, but the physics are tricky. This is a weird list.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I didn't think that would be possible because of all air pressure and all that jazz. So
I don't know why.
Why the physics would be tricky. Why would anyone want to serve a draft beer on a plane? I don't understand drinking alcohol on a plane.
It's been brought up in the news yesterday.
Yeah?
That was it. It happened on an EasyJet plane where the woman punched the pilot because the pilot told her to get off because she was drunk.
The woman punched the pilot?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is in mid-flight. He's like, get off.
What's up, pilot?
Right, I'm going to go low and slow and you just fucking bail.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
What do you think? I just don't think it's...
I don't see the point in drinking at all, really. But
Well,
yeah,
that too.
unless it calms your nerves if you have like a couple of shorts or something.
Yeah, let's take some...
I don't mind
Advil
the
or whatever
whole
it's
like
called.
1 or 2 drinks while you're waiting for your plane, but the ones who get purposely wrecked off their head before.
Wasn't it Matt who told us about a stag party that was on EasyJet? Well, they were going to Amsterdam, as a lot of stag parties do.
Okay.
And they were drinking really heavily, and they got up on the plane, and the plane started like rocking in the air because it was going whoa, whoa, just like stuff like
really?
that. Yeah, I
Imagine
swear that was him.
On these small planes, it could happen.
That's awful.
Yeah, just sit down. Everyone's in jeopardy in the air.
Yeah.
Just sit down, shut up.
Do you not believe that? Where statistics prove we're safer in the air than on the ground?
I'm sure they are the statistics and they are true, but you've still got a chance of plummeting to your death.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like in the last few
Flying's
years.
scary.
There's like all the
Yeah.
planes missing and
Exactly.
crashing. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I watched an interesting little documentary on Concords the other day
Oh,
because
yeah.
you know they decommissioned them.
Yeah,
But
I liked
they were like-
Concorde. It was an awesome plane. Not that I went on
Did you
one,
ever? No, you never.
No,
But,
you-
like apparently they were just like luxury in the sky. It was
Yeah.
amazing, and they did like New York to LA in 3.5 hours or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Amazing, but they were too expensive to keep up.
Too loud.
I remember like
Yeah.
the last flight of some. Yeah, they were loud, weren't they? Yeah, the last flight was Concords, and there were like loads of celebs on them.
Yeah.
What about this Virgin Galactic? Do you think that's ever gonna take off soon?
Hey-o.
Sorry.
Fantastic.
Is this the one
Yeah.
where it's going into the moon?
This is the one like traveling on the space stratosphere. You know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it
a
just
ticket
goes
to-
up above like the
Higher than
atmosphere.
The
Yeah.
atmosphere. I
Yeah.
believe they wanted. I think it was like London to New York in 5 hours.
Oh, it's actually for travel.
Yeah.
I thought it was just to experience being in space
No,
and
no,
then
it's
coming
for
back
actually
down.
travel. They, eventually, they were planning because there was like loads of celebs already
Ah.
pre-booked tickets, but then there was that horrific crash, and then both the pilots died, I believe. So it's
Oh,
been completely.
Was it a test flight for
Yeah,
Virgin?
I think so, and it's been completely backlogged now. But
I didn't even know they did a test flight.
No.
yeah. It was a while ago now, so I don't know what's anything on it, but I mean, you would think nowadays it is possible to get to places faster. Because that's the thing with the human race. They obviously want things quick, don't they?
Mhm.
Nobody wants a 10-hour flight. I don't mind a 10-hour flight, but when you say London to New York in 5 hours, that's extreme. When you think about it, that is quick.
Considering it took like months to do it on ships
Yeah.
just 100 years ago.
But
Mm.
to come back from Florida or even the East Coast, it takes 7 hours.
Mm. No, I know. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what's
It
an
always
extra
feels
2
longer.
hours?
It always feels longer going out, but coming home is very quick. It's very weird.
Do you know why that is?
I don't know why that is. Claire,
It's 'cause
please
the
enlighten me.
rotation of the Earth.
Hmm.
Goes with you.
Because when you fly into America, you're going in the same direction as the rotation of the Earth.
Right.
Whereas when you're coming back, you're going against the rotation.
Meaning it'll come to you. I get it.
That is assuming that the globe Earth theory is true, and we're not.
And
living
the
on
Earth is not
And we're
flat.
not living on a flat Earth.
I'm
Yeah.
not going deep into this. But yeah, that's why.
You love this theory, but I don't
love
believe it, don't
I
you?
love it. No, I don't believe it, but I do love it. yeah. I'm interested. Have you seen anything about Elon Musk's Hyperloop?
No. But we've talked about Elon
Excuse
Musk.
me?
We've talked about him before.
It's spectacular.
What about Elon? What's it called? Sorry.
Elon Musk. He's. I think he's working on. He's a eccentric
We've
billionaire.
talked about him
yeah.
before. What was the thing he's
He's
working on? Sorry.
working on something called a Hyperloop,
Hyperloop, right?
which is it's like a train essentially, but it runs. As far as I know, it runs on magnets. So there's no.
Okay.
The train's not sat on a track. It's a magnetic
Hovers.
thing, so it
I
hovers.
swear we've covered this.
But
I
apparently
can't
they
remember.
can just zoom because there's no friction or anything.
Yeah.
It just whizzes, so you can do super
I'd like
quick
to go around a
journeys.
bed in one of them though.
I'd be interested to see like where he's thinking of putting it. Where do you want to put your Hyperloop, Elon?
Oh my
Over there.
God.
This is a direct question. Like, is it going to be like Atlantic travel? Could they
Hmm.
build something that would like a tunnel that would go
Well,
through?
they are thinking of building a tunnel through there.
Aren't they building like a super fast train track at the moment?
Or they've got plans.
Like
in-
London to Edinburgh in an hour or something stupid like
Is
that.
it?
Yeah,
That'd be pretty sweet.
it's something like that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
look
gonna pop
into
to
this.
Edinburgh, do a bit
Yeah,
of shopping.
Yeah, like
be
going to New
sweet.
York for a weekend.
but I believe
But
people were saying that's
worse.
our taxes paying for that and all that jazz.
But why not? Like,
If you
If you
want,
pay-
if you
yeah.
want,
It's like
depends how
people in
much it'll be.
Edinburgh
Though.
going, oh sweet, let's go to London for the afternoon.
yeah, if you're paying your taxes anyway,
Hmm.
you've got to pay them.
Yeah.
Just might as well build something cool.
People like to complain. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. I need to look into this Hyperloop thing because I find it a bit fascinating.
How about
what
you
I've
bring
heard.
some information on next week?
All right.
You just got told.
I'm gonna make a note because I will forget.
Yes, he will. I'll remind him the day before, and he'll still forget.
Elon Musk's Hyperloop.
Anything else?
Research Elon Musk.
Oh, that's gross. I don't want to read that one.
Do it.
Oh, in some remote areas of Malawi, parents pay a man to have sex with their daughters at the age of 12 or
Have you
13.
not heard about this?
Didn't
I
know
read
that.
about this one. This one came
What?
up.
What are you smirking at?
Before you said 12 or 13, I was gonna jump in with are they hiring?
but
But I heard you finish the sentence and then I refrained and then I still said it anyway. But you know the context of my joke now.
Just shut up.
Thanks, Claire.
Why? Why do they hire a man for this?
Claire,
It's-
any idea?
I read the article on this because I was just like, what? Apparently, it's when the girls hit puberty, it's it's like a tradition that they go through it. Some sort of I don't know why. It's recognition of growing up, so they pay men to have sex with their daughters. And some see it as like a boast thing, like a hierarchy sort of thing. So they go into school then and go, I had sex on the weekend.
And my parents had
I've
to
hit
pay
puberty.
for it.
You haven't hit puberty
Is that
yet.
the legal age in Malawi? I hope it is.
I don't
Is
think
there
there
a
is
legal age?
a
Yeah.
legal age at all.
This is the thing I find funny with stuff like this. It is weird, but it's only weird to us because we don't live there. If we
They've
lived there,
grown
it would
up.
be the norm.
Right.
They've grown up
Yeah.
being in that lifestyle, so they're not going to think anything different.
This is what I quite like about laws, is that laws are specific to geographic locations. You can sleep with a dead fish in one place and be fine, but if you did it in another town,
like,
you'd
what the
be...
fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I find it really fascinating.
Yeah, but there is some girls in like from that country now that are going against it now because I think obviously to us they cotton on that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. So there is some girls don't mind it. Some like they think they don't know any different. But then I've read that there is some girls that just hate it, but they have to go through it because it's their families are telling them to.
It's bizarre. I got some information here. It says a girl under the age of 14 cannot consent to sexual intercourse under criminal law. However, under statutory law, according to the Girls and Women Protection Act, a girl under the age of 16 can not in any way consent to a sexual intercourse.
Why, though?
There's,
Yeah,
the
again.
yeah.
Again, I'm not
Why?
asking you specifically.
Yeah.
I'm just posing the question, why?
You need to travel there and find
And
out.
find
why.
out, yeah.
And
I'd
come
rather
back
not,
next week.
to be honest.
Did you hear about the story, like, I think it was this year, a 16-year-old guy sent his 15-year-old girlfriend a picture of his dick, and he got pulled up on paedophile pornography charges. Why?
I know.
It's just a law. It's a law that says that
But it's
15-year-old can't.
technically-
But it's silly, in my opinion, because they're clearly involved.
Yeah.
It's not like he was photographing young children having sex. He sent a picture of his own dick to
his
the
own-
girl that he was seeing. It just
How
so
old was she,
happened
sorry?
15.
Ah, right.
So it just so happened she was below the age that we've deemed acceptable
What I
for.
find weird is that okay, you have to be 16 and over to have sex, but you have to wait till you're 18 to watch porn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Never thought of that.
So you're supposed to shut your eyes when you're doing it?
Yeah. I know.
Because that wouldn't go well. Trust me. Many accidents to be had.
Absolutely.
Joe Rogan talks about, I've heard him talk about a couple of times, there's a tribe somewhere that believe that like a man's power is in semen. So they feed the young boys of the tribe like the elders' semen, and they have to like ingest it and swallow it, and they believe it makes them strong men. And that, like, to us, that's fucking weird, but to them, it's just like that's just what they
grew
do.
up
Yeah,
doing that, yeah.
it's interesting. It's very odd.
Yeah, absolutely. But
I might move. But now I'm a grown up, so I wouldn't like
That
it
means
so
you have
much.
to give
Yeah, no,
a
I,
young boy your semen.
yeah, I wanted to make it sound like I wanted to be on the receiving end, but I fucked it up. Carry on. What's next, huh?
Do you need a
get on.
shovel?
do you know the age of consent in the Vatican?
3?
It's 12, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Seriously, where is that
I
shovel?
wouldn't be surprised.
It's 12. Just a bit weird, isn't it?
Yes, it is weird.
Yeah, thank you. He agrees.
Yeah,
Woo.
it is odd.
Yeah.
Age of
Anyway,
consent.
should we go on to something else?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we on, Al?
We got like 10 minutes. Well, probably less than 10 minutes because I was recording for quite
Less
a
than
while
10
before
minutes.
we
Okay,
started.
I'll
but
end on
call
Disney.
Call it 10 minutes.
I'm
yeah.
going to end on Disney.
Disney.
But a creepy side of Disney.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say creepy side. It's creepy facts about the theme parks and what some of them are like now.
I like this.
Yeah, I thought you would. So there are.
Quickly, if you don't bring something up, I've got something on Disney.
Go on.
I've got something on Disney.
Start now.
They got an island in the middle of the water. You know about this, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's abandoned.
This is
and-
what I was just about
Oh,
to say.
were you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
carry on then.
No, please carry on.
And if you go, and if
You didn't need asking twice, did you? Really twisted your arm
and
there.
you can hire boats in the same water, but if you go so close to it, like armed guards will like tell you to fuck off. Basically, you're not allowed to go. You're not allowed to go close to it for some reason. But
Experimentation, clearly.
Probably
Have you seen footage of people on there?
no.
I think I have seen that. I think
Oh,
people
okay.
like snuck on,
Oh,
so it
there's
is on YouTube.
A
You
guy
can
with
see
a
the
drone
island.
got pictures of it.
Yeah.
Like that was the only way he could get close to it. But he had to be so far away. And if anyone got close, like anyone could go up to it. There was like nothing restricting them because you could hire boats like
Yeah.
nearby. But if you got so close, you have people
Do you think it's
appear
like?
out from nowhere and go.
Do you think they're hiding something, or do you just think it's like you
They're
can't go
obviously
there?
hiding something because why would you have like,
Armed guards, because it's America.
if it's not armed guards, it's heavily security coming out from nowhere to tell you to move on. And...
Just what appearing for the bushes going, no.
People with tennis balls. Clear off! Don't know why they're British.
Clear off.
Clear off, you. What do you think they're hiding then?
I don't know.
Do you think they're hiding something like...
Disney's,
This is Disney.
cryogenically frozen body?
This
Could
is
be.
Disney. It's probably one step under Area 51.
Hang on. Whoa.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
think Disney are like proper in there.
Oh, they've got some shady secrets, all
yeah,
right, absolutely.
they do.
No, I was going to say, do you think they're hiding some sort of Disney research facility for like rides? Or do you think it's more sinister?
Sinister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you're a big Disney fan.
I know.
I was just looking at that. There's a Disney tattoo.
For the people. On
Yeah, I
camera.
got it.
For the people. We got it.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
yeah.
I think because like why else? I think there was 2 islands as well. Not could be wrong. There's 2 areas. I know that.
And one I got here is there's the Jungle Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for it anymore because it's developed into its own unique ecosystem. Apparently, it was a fake jungle, but it's become a real self-sufficient jungle because it's just been abandoned.
Amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I've been on.
They,
Yeah.
they no longer the Disneyland landscapers no longer tend to it beyond pruning the tropical plants once a year.
So
Crazy,
what?
yeah?
The island was called Jungle Cruise.
It was called Jungle Cruise, and it was
That's where the rides come from. Then
yeah.
I
What?
didn't know that. There's a ride in Magic Kingdom called Jungle Cruise.
Right.
They probably transplanted
And
it.
yeah, it's a boat ride. Obviously, there's like 5 boats going around, and like there's a tour guide, and they go through and they try and make it a bit comical and a bit. They make it like a tour guide of going through a jungle, but they add funny script to it.
Oh,
Right.
like the rhinos there. Look at the rhino.
Yeah, like nothing.
Is
Like,
that in Disney? Is that the one where they're like the hunters coming quick, the poachers, and you gotta, then you're like looking out the boat, and then the van comes down or something? I remember that being somewhere.
It'd be one of the theme parks because
Yeah.
they're very,
something.
very
Yeah.
theatrical. Those things,
That's probably
aren't
something in Magic Animal Kingdom.
Probably.
Oh,
yeah.
it is. It's like the rhino race thing. It's called.
Yeah.
And you go on a bridge, and it's like, okay, this bridge has been known to be a bit weak.
Yeah.
Stay still. And you go on it, and it's like, oh.
And it's just a woman at the front. The bridge is weak. Stay still.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Fuck, I want to kill myself."
Yeah.
they? I never found that when I went to theme parks. They
No,
always
me
seemed to
either.
every
Oh,
single
Disney is
performance.
like,
To be fair. Because
Hey!
yeah, they are like that. The laws they have, not laws, but the rules they have for the staff is unreal. Do you know that thing that became famous on the internet when you go and you see Woody and Buzz and you yell Andy's coming, they go to the
drop-
floor.
Apparently, that's not real.
No, it is real.
Oh, it is.
It got so popular though
that they had to stop it.
they had to stop
That's
it.
it.
But do you know what they said?
What?
Andy's gone to college.
Oh!
That's true. I read that earlier. I was like,
That's pretty good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
They made a whole 3rd film just to get out of doing that.
Yeah, make a
And now
film,
they're in it with the
make a
fourth.
film Pixar. You're killing our
Yeah.
staff. So yeah, these parks that have been shut down. They abandoned 2 theme parks. Is maybe what you're on about.
Yeah.
Discovery Island and River Country.
Discovery Island is that one.
They were closed due to a new Florida law that forbid unchlorinated natural water from being used in amusement parks.
I remember.
But the company chose not to demolish either of them, so they remain standing and rotting. Ugh. In 2009, a brave man named Shane Perez visited the island, and there are photos of the parks, apparently, which you can view here, which I might have a look after. But, interesting.
Perhaps that's where they keep the facility for shrinking all the people. For It's a Small World.
Yeah.
You get kidnapped
I'm
and then
just
you go
imagining
there.
like sea monsters and stuff just living there. I don't know why.
You know that has an underground? Disney?
Yep.
Yes.
It's for staff.
Yeah.
to go
Isn't
for.
it for? Don't they have a hospital as well under there for?
Oh, do they?
That's what I was. That's
It's
what
like,
I always
how does all the
heard.
characters go from like one end to the
Yeah.
other? And they're not allowed to be seen. There's like so many rules with Disney. Like 2 characters are not
pretty
allowed to
weird.
be in the same area. You know, like
Yeah.
how you got a themed Disney character and a non-themed Disney character. They're not allowed to be seen.
Yeah.
And if you play a character, you're not allowed to tell people that you play that person
In your real life.
in your outside.
really?
Yeah, and if
That's
you
so
do, you
weird.
get sacked.
Yeah, I heard they had like a triage center underground, so that if anything did happen on the rides, they just get the people out of sight as quick as possible,
Yeah.
treat them, so there's no like negative stories that come out.
Yeah, and also a little fun fact on Disney. Well, this was why it's like in Orlando. I don't know about anywhere else, but because Disney own the actual land as well, in where the theme parks are, you can tell where the land is where they own is because you know the power line things. I can't remember what they're called. You know the
Pylons.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they're Disney shaped, Mickey Mouse shaped, then they own that land.
Interesting.
Yeah, they have like loads of hidden Mickey ears around the whole park, don't they, and stuff
I've
like
got
that.
a book on hidden
Have
Mickeys.
you?
I'm going to take it with me when I go at Christmas.
I think as well, because I got into a bit of a YouTube like rabbit hole thing with this a couple of years ago.
Clickbait.
Yeah, there is there was a resort that they were building as well, which was like
Oh, this is
1950s and like it was decades.
Yeah.
So, but I think they abandoned the 50s one, so there's still this hotel which was never being used.
Yeah.
Ah,
Part
nice.
of it's finished, part of it's still a shell, I think.
What about that? Is it that one that's abandoned and not finished in China? Have you seen that one?
No, Disney one or
Yeah,
no.
it's like a knockoff Disney park.
Oh yeah,
And it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
abandoned in China.
Yeah, I've seen.
And you
that,
can still
yeah.
go to it. It looks creepy as hell.
Oh, is it where it's like a Ferris wheel is surrounded by jungle? And
Yeah, and there's like a half-built castle and stuff.
Yeah.
It is so creepy, and it's
Yeah.
awesome, and I want to go there.
I would like to do some like urban exploration. We went, like I said, I went to the boys' village a couple of
Yeah, we
weeks
still
ago.
got to do that.
Yeah, and it was really fun. Just
Did you
if
go
we
at
do
night?
need to do it, we need to do it soon because it's going to be demolished fairly
Yeah.
fairly soon, I think.
Well,
Did
we'll
you
try.
do it at night?
No, we went midday.
Yeah, we'll go at night.
Don't ever
Yeah,
go
at
at night.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, when I
No.
was there, Claire, we bumped into two English boys. Don't know
Or
why
did
that matters.
you?
Yeah. And as we were coming into the village, they came out and said that they'd camped in the church overnight.
Oh.
And I was like, "You are fucking mental."
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
each to their own.
It was terrifying.
Apparently, there's an asylum up in Bracken somewhere that I'm planning on going to soon as well. But you've got to do some proper climbing over of walls to get in. It
Oh,
is
really?
it is trespassing. Yeah.
But why do you want to go there?
Just to see, I really like abandoned stuff. Like
I would
Oh,
love
they're
to
terrifying,
do.
but awesome.
I would
Yeah.
love to explore abandoned buildings, but in the daytime.
yeah.
Not at night. No way.
Just because it's dark. No biggie.
You literally cannot see your hand in front of your face
Yeah.
when you go at
Well,
night.
if you have a torch, you'd be fine.
That's
Yeah.
even spooky because it's like a narrow beam of light and you just turn around. Ugh, no.
Nah, it's fine. It's all good.
I was in the
All right, then.
I was in the basketball court and I heard this noise in the distance and I nearly shot myself.
I'd never been in there until a couple of weeks ago because we went 10 years before.
Oh, okay.
And it was. I remember saying this to you, but I remember thinking that nothing had changed in those 10 years. But when I look back at the old photos, everything was pretty much intact. All the buildings were perfect. But then when I went back a couple of weeks ago, there were loads of demolished and they're all
Yeah.
derelict. But we went into the basketball court that time, and I'd never seen it before.
Like there was a time where I was going quite often just to explore like during the day, but the time I went at night was the last time I went, and I could see the difference from like 2 years
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Because just so many people come in and add another graffiti thing on
Yeah.
the wall or kick something down or whatever. But
It's a shame they're tearing it down.
it's been like that for ages though. Like I've heard someone bought the land years and years ago. But
Well, it's a shame. But yeah, maybe we should go then.
Please. I'll end it with one more fact. They use cats as pest control at the end of the night because they realise it's really cheap, and apparently Disney's ran with rats.
which is
Wouldn't
I
be
think that's
surprised.
I think that's very, very clever.
Yeah.
The
And
cats
then-
must be loving it. Just like, go
I'm
free.
at Disney every day.
Yeah, we're at Disney every day, killing mice and just loving life.
And then they unleash the alligators to get rid of the cats. And the babies.
And then they get shot.
Awkward.
And then they get shot.
Oh, dear me. So yeah, that's
Well,
some
that
weird
escalated
Disney.
quickly.
Disney is weird, but I do like going.
Apparently, it's one of the worst companies to work for.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. I've just heard it's the strictest company to work for.
Yeah, because it's so strict.
Hmm.
Like, I won't be able to get employed there because I got
Tattoos?
tattoos.
Right. Yeah.
I think they're only just starting to let people who have tattoos employed there, but only if they can be easily covered up.
Yeah, but doesn't that
I mean-
break some kind of
Convention, Geneva.
rights? You know what I mean?
No,
Just
well,
like
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
is so strict. They're so like you have to have this pristine, clean look on you. You can't
Yeah.
be.
that reminds me of Abercrombie and Fitch just hiring attractive people, which pisses me off to no end. Because they never replied to my
They
application.
have a
No,
building.
that's not true.
Disney have a building just for hiring people.
Just wow.
Just this well the Orlando one site does. It's just a massive building with it says cast members on the side, so it's where they hire, it's where they have
All
all
the
the job,
staff.
well, it's where they have all the job interviews and stuff. That's literally what it's used for,
reckon
as
it's
far
got-
as I know.
Wonder what the interview process is like. Do you reckon it's really grueling?
Don't
Might
know.
go on Glassdoor. You know Glassdoor, you can review companies. Just type in Disney and see one star out of 5. That'd be quite funny.
Reese from cinema used to work at
Disney.
Did you met Reese, the really Welsh one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He worked in Magic Kingdom one summer just being a cleaner.
No way.
Just scooping up. But he said it was one of the best things he's ever done. And it's like at 8 o'clock in the morning, they all sit in a room and they all get hyped up before they get, they have like a little meeting.
Oh, yeah.
They got to make sure everyone's wearing...
off their face on tits. I meant off their tits on coke.
Face on
I
tits.
I want to join. I'm off my face on tits, man. Oh, wow.
Oh, should we end it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a lovely ending. Face on tits.
Disney.
Disney.
Face on tits.
Disney.
Yeah. One more. Apparently, you're never more than like 23 steps from a bin. Because Walt Disney went around... Oh, you already know.
Yeah.
Because Walt Disney went around all the theme parks at the time and took note of how many steps people took before they dropped their litter. And the average was like 23, so he put 23. You never... Yeah, what a guy, like...
What a guy.
What a
absolutely.
guy.
He was...
Even if he was a Nazi sympathiser and all that sort of stuff, what a guy.
Is that speculation or is that...
A lot of people think that.
Yeah, I think it might be some clout behind it.
Right.
I haven't looked into it because I don't.
Maybe I'll research that for next one.
Yeah, I don't want to look into it because I don't want the magic ruined.
Yeah.
What?
So don't ruin it for me.
Don't ruin the magic. But you were like sort of.
Please don't do that.
Do you want me to wrap you up in cotton wool, do you, and make you safe?
Not cotton wool. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Throw a honeydew at him. Throw it. All them seeds. Right, okay, we should really end.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you all so much for listening. Remember to stay tuned for all the links at the end of the episode. Thanks, Claire, again, for filling in for Dale.
No worries.
Next week, we're all going to be here, and we're going to have another guest as well. We're going to have Steve. I've been looking forward to having him on for a long time, so that's going to be a good episode. I look forward to that.
Nice.
Ollie, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claire, always a pleasure.
Thanks.
Chris, always a pleasure. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye!
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Hey, this is Ollie from the Backwine Podcast. We don't know how you found us, but we're very glad that you did. If you'd like to see more or share us with friends and loved ones, you can find us on SoundCloud and iTunes. Just search for Backwine Podcast. To watch a video of the episode each week, you can also look us up on YouTube. If you subscribe, you'll never miss an episode, and feel free to give it a thumbs up if you like what you see. Our social media game is also on point. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Backwine Podcast for any news on upcoming episodes and anything else we find interesting at the moment. Also, if you're a fanboy of any particular one of us, you can follow Dale, Chris and myself on Instagram at BackwineDale, at BackwineKeegan or at BackwineDolly. Thanks again for listening, tune in again for the next episode and have a great week.